Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. If this makeup and hair kind of looks familiar, it's because I just uploaded a video testing out some new deep conditioners from Miche. So this is the next step in that same wash day. I'm going to be styling using Miche products as well. So if you would like to see the products that I use and the style I achieved with these Miche products, then just keep watching. So before we get started, if you are new here, welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like what you see and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload new videos. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for supporting my channel and watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's get into the video. If you saw my last video, I tried out a new limited edition deep conditioner from Miche. And this is the result of rinsing it out. I have no product in my hair right now. My hair feels amazing. So I figured what better time to test out their stylers and when I have a great base. So I'm going to go ahead and try out some of their stylers. The main thing that I'm going to be testing out today is the Bounce Curl Defining Cream. So this is what it looks like. And this cream is marketed as kind of a one and done product. It basically says you can use this by itself as your styler. You don't need a leave-in, you don't need a gel on top. It can just be your one product to style your hair. I don't usually do one product styles for anything. And if I do, it's usually a gel because I do need that hold. So I'm thinking of using this for a twist out, but I feel like I'm gonna need a base of a little bit of moisture, especially since the deep conditioner I did was more protein based than moisturizing. So I don't want to go in with something that might be drying or just not have enough moisture to kind of seal it in. So I did purchase their Lavish leave-in conditioner as well. So I think I'm going to start with this as a base, probably not use a whole lot of it since I am using cream styler. I don't want it to be too heavy, but I do feel like I do need a little bit of extra moisture, so I'm going to go ahead and use this today. It says it's a 3-in-1 leave-in conditioner that moisturizes, detangles, and softens dry hair. My hair is actually already detangled. I pre-pooed before I washed my hair, and then I also did a little bit of finger detangling with my deep conditioner. As far as what it does, it says it's a moisturizing, detangling leave-in conditioner that will infuse dry hair with moisture-rich ingredients, leaving hair feeling soft and replenished. Lavish is an excellent detangler that will aid in melting stubborn knots and tangles to make hair more manageable. So I probably won't use this too much as a detangler, but I think it will provide that good moisture base that I need before I start styling. The instructions say, after washing and conditioning hair, apply Lavish leave-in conditioner to damp hair, rake the product evenly through your hair with your fingers, style hair as desired, do not rinse out. And then it says Lavish may be used daily to refresh and replenish dry, thirsty hair. As far as the ingredients, it contains distilled water infusion of nettle, horsetail, rosemary, sage, chamomile, lavender flower. There's aloe leaf juice, avocado oil, shea butter, castor oil, vitamin E oil. So yeah, a lot of great ingredients in here. Just like with all of Miche's products, there are no silicones, drying alcohols, sulfates, parabens, all of that. So really great ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my hair, and I'm not going to section my hair like I usually do since I don't want to use too much of this since I'm using a cream styler. I'm just going to apply it all over just to kind of get some moisture. So it has a little pump, which I love, and this is what the consistency is. So it's pretty lightweight. As you can see, it came out pretty easily. This is the texture. So pretty creamy, but seems like it's gonna be pretty lightweight. As you can see, it's pretty emollient. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that throughout my hair just to have some moisture before I go in with the cream. Oh, it smells really good. It has kind of like a citrusy smell. And now this isn't going to coat every single strand like I normally do with my leave-in conditioner because I usually do much smaller sections. But I think it'll be okay since I'm using the Bounce cream, which supposedly can stand alone. So it feels really moisturizing. Yeah, I don't feel like I need to go like in small sections, because that actually moisturized my hair pretty nicely. Yeah. Very nice. My hair feels nice and soft and moisturized. So now I'm going to go ahead and section off my hair like I normally do for styling. I'm not using this leave-in to detangle, but I can feel just applying it that it has some good slip. Like it just kind of glides into my hair pretty nicely. So far for the leave-in, my first impressions, I like the scent. I like the consistency of it. It's lightweight but still creamy, so it feels like it is actually moisturizing my hair, but it's absorbing nicely. It's not like sitting on top of my hair, which is a good thing. So I like it. Definitely one of the better leave-ins I've used. My hair feels really soft, so yeah. Like the leave-in. I'm gonna go in with the Bounce Curl Defining Cream. And so this one says, Bounce is a one and done styling cream that can be used alone to achieve the perfect balance of bouncy, defined, shiny, and hydrated hairstyles, such as wash and goes, twist outs, braid outs, or any style where you are looking for amazing definition without the crunch. Okay. It says how to use, prior to use, make sure that your hair is freshly washed and conditioned. Section hair and apply evenly. Style hair as desired. Can be used on many different hairstyles such as twist outs, braid outs, wash and goes, flexi rod sets, and many more styles that create both definition and moisture. No need to pair leave-in conditioner with this product. So obviously they market it as standing on its own. They even call it a one and done styling cream. But like I said, I know my hair and I know that I can't use a cream by itself. Usually. This is the consistency of it. So pretty creamy. It has kind of that stringy, like cream gel consistency. You see that? So that does tell me that maybe it'll have a little bit of hold. It smells interesting. It is definitely a different scent than the Lavish leave-in conditioner. I can't put my finger on what that smells like. Like there's a hint of citrus scent in it, but it smells more lotiony than the Lavish does. Yeah, I can't figure it. It smells like something very familiar and nostalgic, but I can't put my finger on what it is. Interesting. Almost like pink lotiony. I don't know. That's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, anyway, it does say you can use it for wash and go. I don't know if I'm brave enough to use this by itself for a wash and go. Let me look at the ingredients to see what kind of hold it might have. It doesn't actually say anything about hold. It says definition without crunch. I feel like the main marketing is definition. So that's good for a wash and go. I just don't know about hold. So the ingredients are, it's distilled water infused with marshmallow root, slippery elm, and flaxseed, behydromonium methosulfate, cetyl alcohol, flaxseed oil, mango butter. I'm gonna try a small section. The other thing is too, like if I'm doing a twist out versus a wash and go, I would treat my hair a little bit differently. Like with a wash and go, I'm gonna want pretty wet hair. Whereas for a twist out, I usually do that on damp hair. So I'm gonna test it out, see what it does in this section, and then I'll decide whether I'm gonna do a twist out or a wash and go. I had planned on doing a twist out, but I'm intrigued. And I did have my 3-row comb here for if I do a twist out, just to make sure it is completely detangled, because that is the key to a good twist out, is to make sure your hair is detangled. But I can also kind of use it to get some definition if I decide to do a wash and go. So we can kind of see how that does. But so I'm going to go into the cream and see what it does with this section here. The thing is, if I do a wash and go, I feel like I'm going to be using a lot of product, because in order to get that definition and kind of sleekness that I like for my wash and goes, I feel like I'm going to need But with the Lavish underneath, maybe I don't. Let's see what we're looking like. Oh. I mean, I feel like as I'm smoothing it through, it feels like it's going to give me some hold. But then it is kind of starting to frizz, so I probably would have to shingle. The other thing is, since I put the Lavish underneath it, that might minimize the hold. Let me do another section and see, because I kind of like it. And sometimes I do like to go for that kind of like soft, bouncy wash and go. But I also know that that's not going to last very long for my hair. So let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Now the problem is going to be if I decide I want to do a twist out, this is way too much product for a twist out. So I might have to like squeeze out some of the excess if that's what I decide to do. Like, it's clumping my curls. It's definitely giving me some definition, but I already see some frizz happening back here, so I don't know what will happen as it dries. That's the only thing. Because I don't know. I'm really intrigued to see what it would do for a wash and go. Because you see how it's clumping? It's clumping really nicely. But it's also giving me a little bit of frizz. But I'm kind of intrigued. I kind of like it. I don't know. I wish this was a live video so I could be like, what do you guys think? Should I risk it with the wash and go, or should I just stick to the plan and do a twist out? I kind of like how this is leaving my curls. All right, well, I'm going to do this section at least as if I'm doing a wash and go. If I get to the end of the section and it's like frizzing really badly, I'll do kind of a chunky twist out. It's just going to be hard because I'll have a lot of product in my hair. I think I'm going to stick with the wash and go. I don't usually do just a cream for a wash and go, but I do actually like how this is coming out because it's clumping my curls, but still giving me some good definition. I'm gonna just put a little bit more in this section, try to tame the frizz. That's the thing, is I feel like I really need the gel. Like when I'm doing a wash and go, I need a gel to tame the frizz as it's drying. Because it'll look great while it's wet, but then as it dries, the frizz just gets out of control. But this is actually looking really nice. This is what I have so far. It's definitely weighing my hair down, which is what I like in a wash and go. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna dry like this. That's the thing. I am gonna use my Dyson to blow dry, so maybe it'll like set it in place, but like you can see it's already starting to frizz a little bit. But even with the frizz, like you can still see the definition. You know, like I don't know if it'll dry less defined than that. I'm just kind of trying to get my ends smoothed out. But like, look at this. It's like a perfect little curl. I don't know, I'm gonna go with it because it's even creating like the shape that I like in my wash and goes. I just don't know how to tame this frizz. And I think it's just gonna be a matter of blow drying right away to try to minimize that frizz. All right, so far with that first section, I think it came out pretty well. I don't know. I feel like I may try it without the leave-in underneath. I think just because I had just used a protein-based deep conditioner, I'm hesitant to not use a leave-in, but I probably could have done this one on its own. Especially because I wasn't expecting to do a wash and go. I think that kind of makes a difference. I am going to try this side kind of in slightly larger sections and see if that helps as far as trying to not go too overboard with how much product I'm using. Because I'm already heavy-handed, and I think when I work in such tiny sections, I end up using way more than I need. And I also don't want to end up with flakes. I don't imagine that this will flake. I mean, it's flaxseed based, so it's possible, but it doesn't feel like the type of styler that's gonna flake. Then again, I did use the Lavish with it, so don't know. Yeah, just look at that definition just from applying it. Like, I didn't even shingle this section, and it's already like super defined. I am surprised. I was like, there's no way I can use this for a wash and go. Like, what? Get out of here. I stand corrected. Now, let me not get too excited because the real test will be when it dries. So don't get too excited, Natalie. So this section is like between wet and damp. So I'm gonna see how that kind of makes a difference for application. It's still super smooth, still giving me great slip. I think being damp will also help with the drying time since I'm using a pretty thick cream. I can see this being really good for a twist out or braid out though. Like just feeling it through my hair. Yeah, I like it. Let's see. I'm trying to like smooth the product in really well. But this looks really nice. This is, I feel like this is gonna give me that like almost no product look, if that makes sense. Like kind of like a leave-in only type of wash and go, which we don't do that over here. I don't do leave-in only, but if I could, I feel like this is the kind of look I would get. Like this still defined and like tamed, but fluffy and natural looking. Like it doesn't look crispy like a gel wash and go would look, you know what I mean? Like you can tell when someone uses a gel in their wash and go. This kind of just looks more natural. This section does not always behave. And again, I think the deep conditioner that I used before, which I can still smell the peppermint, it smells amazing. I think that helped as far as giving me that bounciness and definition. But this is my problem section usually, so we will see how this behaves. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do y'all see these curls just like popping out like, hello, here we are. Not even shingling. They're just like shingling themselves. Now, wait a minute. Can you can you see that? Like, how? How did that happen? Now, Now, I will say, even though this is giving me amazing definition for cream, I can see a gel just taking it to that next level. Now, it has to be the right gel. You know, you undo all of the bounciness and natural look if it's a crunchy gel. But if it's a nice, like, botanical based gel that's not too hard of a cast, maybe like a custard, I feel like that would give me the perfect wash and go. The perfect, like, easy breezy wash and go, I should say. Because sometimes I want that, like, really defined, controlled gel wash and go. Sometimes that's the look I'm going for. But if I want it to look kind of chill and bouncy and natural, I think this would work really well for that. Pair it with a custard for just a little bit of extra hold, and I think you're good to go. The other thing I think this is great for is, you know, winter's coming. It's, you know, we start to use our creams and more moisturizing stylers for the winter instead of our harsh gels. This is a great option for that. Look at that. You see those curls? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of frizz around them, but the curls themselves are very defined. Like, I don't know, I'm interested to see how this is gonna dry. Because it could be hit or miss. All right, I think you've seen enough. I'm gonna do the last section off camera because it's basically the same as this other section. We do this last section off camera. My hair's so soft. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I can't stop touching it. Last section I'm gonna do off camera, and then I will come back, show you the wet results before I blow dry, and then I will show you what it looks like after I blow dry. So I'll be back in a second. All right, so I'm back with my wet results. I just finished applying the product all over my hair. This is how much I used. Focus, there we go. Yeah, so pretty decent amount, but not bad for a cream wash and go. You know, usually I tend to be more heavy-handed with cream wash and go, so I'm gonna go blow dry my hair with my Dyson, and then I will be back to show you the final results. All right, so I am back and my hair is fully dried. And these are my results. Let me start by saying I was skeptical about whether there was gonna be a hold or not. There is definitely hold. It feels like it's not a cast. It's kind of a cast, but it's not a crunch. I guess that's the difference. So there's definitely a cast to where, like, you can tell, like, if I pull a curl, it's going back to where it came from. And, like, it feels like that hold. There's definitely a hold there. What I will say, and this is probably because I didn't follow instructions, I have a ton of frizz, especially on this side. That's actually why I ended up doing the side part, because I wanted to cover all of this frizz in this section. There's a ton of frizz up under here, and then I had some frizz down here. Granted, that might not be the product's fault either. This section tends to be frizzier in general. Like, I don't know if it's like damaged or what's going on there, but this particular area of my hair always is kind of more frizzy than the rest of it. But there is still tons of definition. You can see how defined and bouncy my curls are. So there's frizz, but you can see there's still definition even within the frizz here. And this, especially up here, feels like there's a ton of hold. Like, this will last a few days. I think if I had used just the cream without the leave-in, I probably would have had less frizz. And it would definitely give me a decent wash and go that would last a few days. But I really like, especially this side came out really good, which is why I ended up moving my part over to this side, just to kind of like showcase the more defined section. But it almost feels like I used a light hold gel or like a custard of some sort. It doesn't feel like it's just a cream in my hair. So definitely like that. This is the back. It feels really defined. I don't know, there might be a little bit of frizz up top. It's actually a little bit damp here still, but for the most part it's dry. But yeah, so this is my wash and go. I really like these results, especially if I'm not going for, again, like I said, this is more of that like laid back, effortless, like not trying too hard, simple wash and go. If I don't want to look like I put a pound of gel in my hair, but I still want to have a wash and go style and I want it to last a couple days, I think this is a great option. And there's still movement. You can see my hair is bouncy. There's curl definition. There's hold. I really like this cream. I'm definitely going to try it as the product instructs and use it without the leave-in, because I think it'll do a great job for that. And then I'll also try it for a twist out, either with or without the leave-in. Overall, my thoughts on this: love this cream, love it for a wash and go. I think it'll be great for other styles as well. Would definitely recommend it. Let me know if you guys have tried this before and what kind of style you used it for. Was it for a wash and go or twist out? Let me know in the comments below. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. And that is all I have for you guys today. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.